evening, this is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Ningninem Hangsing with the evening bulletin. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates infrastructure projects worth Rs 6,100 crore in Telangana. Union Minister Mansukh Mandaviya seeks cooperation of stakeholders, government to offset harm of chemical fertilizers on agriculture. Union Railways Ministry cuts fares of AC chair car executive classes of all trains by up to 25%. And Rising People's Party files complaint against NHIDCL, others over rock slide tragedy on NH29. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today laid the foundation stone of several infrastructure projects worth over 6,100 crore rupees at Hanamkonda in Telangana. Addressing a public meeting, he said the government attaches importance to infrastructure development and enhanced connectivity as it immensely contributes to achieving Atmanirbhar Bharat. Stating that infrastructure development gained pace during the past 9 years, Modi reiterated that the central government is committed to the development of all states. Union Chemicals and Fertilizers Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has stressed the need that all stakeholders and government should work together to offset the negative impact of chemical fertilizers on agriculture. Speaking at a workshop in New Delhi today, Mandaviya said excessive use of nutrients in agriculture in an unbalanced manner has led to reduced soil fertility and vitality as well as led to negative grave consequences on both human and animal health. He said there is a need to strengthen agricultural systems in a way that do not compromise the fertility of the soil as well as health of citizens. Highlighting the role of scientists in devising solutions that drives both agricultural and soil productivity, the minister called for sharing these solutions in a way that can be understood and implemented by farmers. The Union Railways Ministry has announced that fares of AC chair car and executive classes of all trains, including Vande Bharat, will be reduced by up to 25%. It said the decision is part of a discounted fare scheme in trains that saw below 50% occupancy during the last 30 days. With a view to optimize accommodation in trains, the ministry said it has decided to delegate powers to zonal railways to introduce discounted fare scheme in trains with AC sitting accommodation. The element of discount shall be up to a maximum 25% on the basic fare. Other charges like reservation charge, superfast surcharge and GST as applicable shall be levied separately. The discount may be provided in any or all the classes on the basis of occupancy. The ministry said the discount shall be implemented with immediate effect. The Rising People's Party today filed a complaint against the Executive Director, National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited and others in connection with the fatal rock slide tragedy along Kohima Dimapur 4-lane road near Chumukedima earlier this week. The complaint filed with the Chumukedima police station alleges gross negligence and dereliction of duties. It also names the contractors and subcontractors, consultancy firms, Nagaland Public Works Department and all parties involved in the 4-lane project. Deputy Chief Minister Patton has appealed state officers to serve people with dedication and sincerity. Addressing the general meeting of the Lotha Officers Association at Wokha today, Patton urged the officers to give their best service and sought cooperation from the Officers Forum to bring change in the community. On the Uniform Civil Code UCC, Patton said, the Nagaland government is doing its best to convince the central government to exempt its implementation in tribal-dominated areas. To this, he said, the centre has assured that UCC will be exempted not only from tribal-dominated regions but also from Christian-dominated areas as well. Advisor Department of Agriculture Mathang Yanthan urged the young generations in service to work with passion and dedication. Yanthan also appealed for upgrading the education system and putting a stop to the menace of drugs. This news comes to you from Akashvani Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. MLA and Chairman Pugoboto Subdivisional Planning Development Board, Dr. Sukhato A. Sema has stressed upon the need for inclusive development, youth empowerment, plantation drive and quality education. He was speaking at the board meeting held on Thursday at Pugoboto. The MLA also noted that the proposal for repair of road from Lazami Junction to Pugoboto town will be sent to the Roads and Bridges Department. The meeting also agreed to send a proposal to Home Commissioner for seeking licensing authority for small arms within the Pugoboto subdivision. Governor of Nagaland, La Ganesan, today inaugurated the Indian Intraocular Implant and Refractive Surgery Convention, India at Chennai. Addressing the event as the chief guest, the governor said the convention acts as an interactive platform for the development of new diagnostic and treatment modalities in ophthalmology through experiences from across the globe. He said there is a huge prevalence of eye disorders in India, with an estimated 12 million blind people and additional 450 million people who require vision correction according to the WHO. The governor also highlighted the significance of the conference as an instrumental factor for developing novel methods for restoration of vision and management of chronic eye complications. Kohima police yesterday arrested 2 persons for possession of heroin worth around 66.67 lakh rupees in the national market. Police personnel manning the Kusama interstate check gate while conducting routine checking intercepted a Maruti Gypsy and seized 55 soap cases of heroin weighing about 635 grams concealed in the vehicle. Police said both the arrested individuals are residents of Ukhrul, Manipur. A case has been registered at Kusama Police Station for further investigation. School Education Department asks the administrative officers, heads of institutions and NGOs involved in the field of education at village, subdivision and district levels to nominate teachers serving in government and private schools for consideration for the award of District and State Teachers Award 2023. The nomination form and eligibility conditions for consideration for the awards are available at every district education office and on the department's website. The last date for submission of July field nomination forms for financial assistance at the respective DEO or SDEO establishment is 20th of July. The Sumi community of Hospital Colony, Officers Hill and PR Hill Kohima celebrated Tuluni, the premier festival of the Sumi Nagas, at State Academy Hall, Kohima today under the theme Progressive Unity. Tuluni is the festival of feast and merrymaking to mark the end of dry season and the beginning of new fruits. During the celebration, Inaho Shohe spoke about the significance of the festival and elaborated on how the ancestors used to observe the festival for a week with different activities each day. Chairman of the 3 colonies Sumi community, Viketo Shohe, exhorted the community, especially the youth, to move forward. Folk songs and Tuluni feast marked the celebration. Indian Meteorological Department has said an enhancement in rainfall activity is very likely over the northeast region from tomorrow. Heavy rain is forecast at isolated places over Nagaland and Manipur during the coming week. Now to end the news, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates infrastructure projects worth rupees 6,100 crore in Telangana. Union Minister Mansukh Mandaviya seeks cooperation of stakeholders, government to offset harm of chemical fertilizers on agriculture. Union Railways Ministry cuts fares of AC chair car, executive classes of all trains by up to 25%. And Rising People's Party files complaint against NHIDCL, others over rockslide tragedy on NH29. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Have a pleasant night.